Semen Retention. She loves the energy you radiate, the unspoken attraction. Your new vibe scene. A well-lit, minimalist studio. A comfortable chair faces the camera. The speaker, Mark, is charismatic, articulate, and projects a calm, confident energy. He is impeccably dressed, but approachable. Mark, smiling warmly, welcome back. Gentlemen, today, we are re-diving deep into a topic that is, perhaps one of the most compelling reasons men commit to the practice of semen retention. It's not the internal benefits. It's the external, magnetic, undeniable shift in how you interact with the world, specifically how you're perceived by women. The title is direct, Semen Retention. She loves the energy you radiate. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. It's all internal, Mark. It's about self-mastery. And you're right, but what happens when that deep, internal transformation starts to leak out? What happens when your self-mastery is so profound that it changes your very vibration, your aura, your presence? We're going to break down the science, the psychology, and the undeniable real-world experiences that prove this isn't just a spiritual concept. It's a biological and social superpower. Phase 1. The biological and energetic foundation, the conservation of creative power. To understand the energy you radiate, we first have to understand the energy you conserve. In many ancient traditions, the vital fluid, what we call semen, is not merely a reproductive agent. It's considered the essence of a man's life force, the most highly refined product the body can create. Think about the sheer amount of nutritional and biological resources your body allocates to its production. It contains zinc, potassium, proteins, enzymes, and trace minerals, all vital components. When you habitually release this fluid, you are, in essence, demanding your system constantly divert E-grade resources toward its rapid replenishment. This creates a subtle but persistent energy drain. Semen retention reverses this drain. It conserves this potent, concentrated life force. But where does that energy go? It doesn't just sit there. It's reabsorbed and circulated throughout the body and the brain. This is a fundamental concept in practices like Taoism, which refer to this process as DJing refinement, transforming essence DJing into vital energy, ki. Hormonal alchemy, the confidence cocktail. The most immediate and scientifically verifiable mechanism for this shift is hormonal regulation. While the long-term relationship between retention and total testosterone levels is debated and often personalized, what's undeniable is the change in the ratio and sensitivity of various hormones and neurotransmitters. Increased DHT, dihydrotestosterone. Studies have shown a significant spike in free testosterone and its metabolite, DHT, after a period of retention. DHT is what gives men their secondary sexual characteristics, such as stronger jawline, a deeper voice, more body hair. It's the hormone of masculine assertiveness and dominance. When your DHT is high, you feel more resolute, and that feeling translates into your nonverbal communication. Stabilized dopamine pathways. The practice of chronic release can lead to a desensitization of the dopamine reward system. It's a massive, immediate, but short-lived hit. By retaining, you remove the past stimulus. Your dopamine system starts to heal and reset. What does this look like externally? More baseline happiness, less anxiety, and sustained motivation. It's keist. You are less reliant on external pleasure and more content in your own being. The oxytocin-vasopressin loop. These are the bonding and social hormones. When you're constantly draining your vital energy, your emotional resilience is lower. Retention, by increasing your energetic stores, makes you more grounded. This grounding allows you to engage in social situations without desperation. You radiate a calm, almost stoic unavailability, which paradoxically makes you incredibly attractive. You are radiating the subtleties of perception, your nonverbal power. This is where the rubber meets the road. A woman's attraction is less about your words and more about your vibe. They are biologically and psychologically attuned to picking up on subtle cues of a man's internal state. When you retain, your internal state fundamentally changes, and it manifests in 4 key nonverbal areas. The eye contact. Clarity and intensity. The eyes are the window to the soul, and when you retain, your soul feels well nourished. The man who is constantly depleting himself often has what is called a shifty or needy gaze that dart around seeking validation, showing inner nervousness. The retained man has laser-like clarity in his gaze. It's intense, deep, and steady. It asks the gaze of a man who is comfortable observing the world without needing to control it. This eye contact signals confidence and integrity. It says, I am present. I am grounded. I see you. This is an almost irresistible force of attraction. The posture. Grounded authority energy doesn't just flow internally. It shapes your physical form. when energy is conserved and moving upward, a concept called urdhva retis in yoga. Your spine naturally straightens, your shoulders pull back, and your chest opens. This isn't an artificial posture you have to remember to hold. It's the natural physical expression of a heightened life force. The retained man doesn't slump. He takes up space. His movements are deliberate and measured, not anxious and jerky. This upright, open posture is a universal sign of an alpha male presence. The voice, depth, and resonance. The retained energy often adds a noticeable resonance to a man's voice. The throat and chest become fuller resonators because the core energy is less dissipated. Your voice becomes deeper, slower, and more authoritative. A higher-pitched, faster voice can betray nervousness or low confidence. The retained man speaks with a natural cadence and power. He doesn't rush his words. He lets them hang in the air because he trusts their value. Women instinctively associate a deep, resonant voice with strength, maturity, and protection. The scent, pheromonal attraction. This is the most subtle, yet perhaps the most powerful element. Your conserved hormonal energy subtly changes your pheromonal output. Pheromones are chemical signals that communicate biological information. When a man is full of vitality, his pheromones communicate health, vigor, and reproductive strength. This isn't a cologne you spray on, it's a natural, animalistic signal that women's subconscious minds pick up on. It creates an intuitive, almost inexplicable attraction. She may not know why she wants to be near you, only that she is drawn to your natural, masculine scent. Phase 3. The psychological magnetism, the power of being unaffected. The most compelling aspect of the energy you radiate is psychological. You become less needy. Neediness is the ultimate anti-aphrodisiac. It stems from a psychological deficit seeking of external validation to fill an internal void. The man who is habitually depleting his vital force is more prone to this because he is constantly seeking an external rush to stabilize his mood. Semen retention shifts your locus of control internally. By mastering your deepest, most primal urge, the urge to ejaculate, you prove to your subconscious that you are capable of deep self-control and self-mastery. This mastery translates into every other area of your life. You don't chase, you attract. Because you are fulfilled internally, you don't pursue women from a place of desperation. You pursue your purpose. You are outcome independent. You engage with women for the genuine joy of connection, not with a rigid expectation of the outcome. This lack of pressure makes the interaction effortless and fun for both parties. You are a presence, not a petitioner. When you walk into a room, you don't ask for permission to be there. You simply are. This natural authority is what women are unconsciously seeking a man whose center of gravity is immovable. The radiance of purpose, the conserved energy, is essentially redirected into your life's mission. When you're not spending hours fixating on trivial distractions or recovering from energetic depletion, that time and power are funneled into your work, your hobbies, your fitness, and your goals. Women are overwhelmingly attracted to a man who is on his mission. Why? Because a man with purpose radiates stability, foresight, and capability. He is not drifting, he is steering. Your retention energy is the fuel for this mission, and that fueled purpose is the light she is drawn to. She doesn't just love your energy, she loves what your energy allows you to become. A man of focus, passion, and tangible achievement. When she sees you excelling, working with vigor, and pursuing goals with a fierce, quiet intensity, she knows she is dealing with a man of substance. That is the energy she loves. Conclusion. Becoming the source, gentlemen. This is not about a quick fix or a magic pill. Semen retention is a profound, demanding practice of self-discipline. It requires intention, awareness, and a commitment to higher living. But the rewards are not merely internal. The reward is a complete energetic upgrade that is impossible to ignore. You become the source of your own energy, your own validation, and your own power. She loves the energy you radiate because that energy is a powerful, honest signal. It signals high vitality and health. It signals deep self-mastery and discipline. It signals a clear, focused purpose. It signals unshakable emotional stability. When you combine a resonant voice, a clear gaze, a confident posture, and a purposeful drive, all fueled by your conserved life force, you stop being just another man in the crowd. You become the attraction itself. Commit to the practice, channel the energy, and watch how effortlessly the world and the women in it begin to respond to the magnificent man you are becoming. Before we conclude, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to drop your location in the comments. I'd love to know where you are watching from. And if you ever have any questions, join our Telegram channel where we interact directly and help each other grow. The link is in the description.